An old man had two cans that he used to fetch water every day from the stream all the way to his house. And one of those cans was broken, and the other was very okay, it was functioning very well. And as a result of the brokenness of the other can, when the old man fetches the water, by the time he reaches home to pour the water into the barrel, the broken can would be almost like empty. And the man didn't feel bothered about it, and he didn't feel the need to change or do something about the can. So he kept on fetching water every day with those cans, and he never did anything about it. So one day, the broken can got very worried and very sad. So he asked the man, "Why do you keep on fetching water with me? Look at me. I am not able to keep the water, and by the time you get home, I'm half empty or even empty, and you really don't get anything out of me. So why do you keep on using me to fetch water?" And the man took that broken can and then said to it, "Follow me, and I'm going to show you something." So the man carried the can and went back to the stream and fetched water again. By this time, on their way back to the house, he told the can, "Look at all of the greeneries that you see along the path from the stream to our house. It is because every day when I fetch water with you, as you leak, you water these grasses and these plants. You don't necessarily have to fill the barrel in the house, but you are doing perfectly fine in watering these grasses along the way. And it is because of your brokenness and it's because of the leakage that these grasses are thriving and doing well and have beautified the way, they've beautified the environment and the place." Sometimes we hope to be something or somebody, very specific and very particular, but along the way certain things happen and we get broken and we don't really live or function as we think we ought to function. But sometimes what we don't look at or what we don't realize is the fact that despite our brokenness, despite our weaknesses, or despite the fact that we don't live up to expectation, we are doing something. We are being a blessing to somebody or some people. Our lives, in one way or the other, is watering someone else's lives. And hey, we don't need to be perfect all the time. We don't need to have everything going for us. But what we have to realize is that despite our imperfections, there is always something we can do for others. There is always something we can do to better the lives of others. There is always something you can do with your weakness, with your brokenness, with your challenges, with your failures, with the things that are like odds against you, to make the life of somebody better. And so what are the reasons why sometimes we don't see that? When we focus so much on ourselves and where we ought to get to and what we need to gain and all of those things, we lose sight of what we can do for others. And sometimes too, it is not like we are too focused on where we are going, but the shame of the fact that we are not enough, we haven't gotten there yet, we have failed and we have to take things all over again. I mean, we expected to get this far, but we haven't got there yet, can also hold us back from giving ourselves in any way possible that we can give ourselves to make society better. And of course, sometimes it is society that also can mock us and ridicule us because we are not like everybody else. We are not like that whole can that is not broken, that is not, leaking in any way. But hey, whatever be the case, know that there is something that you can do with your life to make society better. You may not be exactly where you want to be, but hey, you can do something where you are to better the lives of others, and in return, you get joy, you get happiness. I'm very sure that this can never saw itself the way it used to see itself before the conversation with a man. And that is how it is. As we see our value, despite all the things that we are going through, it gives us joy, it gives us happiness, and it gives us some kind of energy and strength to move on. I really hope that each and every one of us will be whole, that there will be no leakages or brokenness in the lives of anybody. But life is life. Life happens to everybody. You can be broken in one way, you can be leaking in one way, but never lose sight of the fact that you are still a blessing. You are still capable of doing something that can make our lives, that can make society, and that can make the lives of others better and beautiful. This is JIL Inspires. This is a thought that I wanted to share with you just to encourage you